He killed at least 5 people in cold blood. He taunted police with coded letters for decades. And then, in 1974, he sent one final message. And nobody has ever fully explained what it meant. Northern California, 1968. A killer emerged from nowhere and announced himself to the world not through his crimes, but through his words. The Zodiac Killer was unlike anything law enforcement had ever encountered. He didn't hide. He didn't run. He wrote letters to newspapers, to police, to the public, taunting investigators with cryptic codes, threats, and a body count he claimed was far higher than what was confirmed. His first confirmed victims were David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, shot on a remote road in Benicia on December 20th, 1968. They were 17 and 16 years old. They had been on their first date. He left no evidence, no fingerprints, no witnesses, just 2 bodies in the dark. Over the next 2 years, he struck at least 4 more times, each attack more brazen than the last, each followed by a letter, each letter more chilling than the one before. He signed every communication the same way, a circle with a cross through it, his own personal symbol, a signature designed not to identify him, but to brand him. He wanted to be known. He wanted to be feared. And for over 50 years, he got exactly what he wanted. The letters are what made the Zodiac case unlike any other in American criminal history. He sent over 20 confirmed communications to newspapers and law enforcement between 1969 and 1974. Each one contained pieces of coded ciphers he claimed would reveal his identity if solved. The first cipher, sent in 3 parts to 3 different newspapers simultaneously, was cracked within a week by a school teacher and his wife. What it revealed was not his name, not his location. It was a manifesto. He wrote that he killed not for hatred, not for money, not for revenge. He killed because he collected souls. He believed that in the afterlife, the people he killed would become his slaves. He called it hunting. 3 of his ciphers have now been solved. One was cracked as recently as 2020 by a team of amateur codebreakers using computer algorithms. The 4th cipher, the most complex, went unsolved for 51 years before being partially decoded in 2021. But the partial decode revealed something investigators were not expecting. A name, not his full name, not a confirmed identity, but a fragment embedded deep within the cipher structure that pointed toward a specific individual. An individual who had already been investigated. An individual who was already dead. The name that emerged from the decoded cipher has never been officially confirmed by the FBI, but independent researchers and the team that cracked the cipher have pointed consistently toward one man, Gary Francis Poste, a former Air Force serviceman who died in 2018. His name first surfaced publicly in 2021 when a cold case investigation team called the Casebreakers released their findings after a decade of independent research. Their evidence was circumstantial but striking. Scars on Poste's forehead that matched a composite sketch. Darkroom photos found in his possession that contained hidden zodiac symbols when analyzed. Former associates who described disturbing behavior that aligned with the killer's profile. The FBI reviewed the Casebreakers' findings. Their official response was 4 words. The case remains open, not a confirmation, not a denial. 4 words that told investigators absolutely nothing and told the public even less. Here is what is certain. The Zodiac Killer was never arrested, never charged, never formally identified by any law enforcement agency. His confirmed victim count stands at 5. His claimed victim count, stated in his own letters, was 37. The gap between those 2 numbers has never been explained, and his final letter, sent in 1974, contained a single line that investigators have never fully decoded. He wrote, "Me equals 37, SFPD equals 0. And then he was never heard from again. No more letters, no more ciphers, no more bodies, at least none that were ever officially connected to him. He simply stopped. Whether because he died, because he was imprisoned for another crime, because he chose to disappear, nobody knows. The file is still open. 56 years later, the Zodiac Killer remains one of the most investigated and least solved cases in American criminal history. Hundreds of suspects, thousands of investigator hours, millions of dollars in resources, and still nothing. Somewhere out there, in a box, in an archive, in someone's memory, the answer exists. It always does.